there. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something a little different again. I am going to walk you through my December daily kit and the containers I use, why I use them, how I operate when I'm doing December daily, and I thought I would just give you a little run through since I have been talking about December daily here on my channel. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing is this monster. This is a rolling toolbox, essentially. I got really lucky maybe 2 years ago, and I found this on clearance at Michael's. Actually, my best friend found it, and she hollered through the store, and I came running because of this color. This, as you could probably see from my background here in my craft room, it's my favorite color, and so I am all about everything matching and coordinating. So this was an absolute must buy for me, and I absolutely love it. I bought it originally for my business, Craft Social, but it very soon became my December daily tote. I usually start working on my December daily project the first weekend in December, and as you might have seen in some of my previous videos, and I will make sure to link those here, I work a year behind. So for example, this upcoming December, I'll be working on my 2019 book. I'm currently trying to get my 2018 book done, hence this whole Done by December series that I'm doing. But I go to a retreat that first weekend, and this toolbox kind of started this whole traveling tote for me. And actually year round, this is where all my December daily product lives. There's a few things that I add into here when I'm ready to go to my retreat, and I will show what those things are, but for the most part this is what I'm working out of year round also. It's just nice to have it all contained and not get mixed in with the rest of my crafty stuff, because it really is just stuff I use for documenting Christmas. So I will give you guys a quick tour. I'm going to pull stuff out, and then I will bring you over to my desktop and do a top down to show you a little bit more in detail about what kind of products I'm putting into my kit. As I stated in a previous video, I don't buy the branded December daily Allie Edwards product kits. I kind of just make my own kit up as I go with products I like. So I'm just going to show you kind of what my essentials are, and then give you some ideas on how you can build your own kit if this is maybe something new that you're working on. So let's dive into these big monsters and I'll show you around. Okay, so first off, I have, like I said, this big guy. Now this thing comes in two parts. I've seen similar things at Home Depot, Menards, online on Amazon. So I will try to see if I can find something similar and link it. I tried to find another exact identical one of these. I could not find it in the same color combo. Most of them are black, which would be fine. So if I can find something white or black or colorful, I will try to link it. But just know kind of what we're talking about here. I'll also, in the description below, give a little bit of an idea of what the dimensions are in case you're curious. So let's open her up. So first off, it has, because you won't probably get the same exact model, I'm just going to show you some of the features, but talk about why I like them. It's a rolling cart, so it has a handle that pops up. Any sort of handle that would pull up like a luggage or pop up is really helpful, but it also has a handle on the top for carrying. It's actually in two parts, so this top piece comes completely off, which is kind of nice if I just want to grab this part of it to work with, and then this section down here is separate. This also has a pull-out little tray or box that is handy. I'll tip it forward. It also has some compartments that open up on the top. I don't use these very often just because they're kind of small and an odd shape, but I might tuck something in here or there. Oh, there's a piece that's missing. I'm going to run and grab that real quick. Okay, I grabbed the piece that's missing. I have it out currently. It's a tray that nests right inside, and I'll show you here in a moment why this isn't sitting in this tote right now. In the past, I have used this to put like my ink blocks, my ink pads, different things like that. But right now, this guy is not living inside of this tote. So open it up, and inside I have it currently structured so that I can pull things out and put them right on my desk, so that all of the organization inside functions outside. So for example, there are a few things that just get tucked in, but like this guy, he's just kind of tucked in. This is for embossing powders. I have some different envelopes here that have my ephemera that I have collected, and I also have some of my Christmas stamp sets that never come out of this tote. Those are going to be just tucked in here. And again, I'll do a top down so you can see more specifically what those are. But all I have in this top container here are these 2 trays. So they just nest right inside. And I will include photos. Actually, I might break that photo in right here to show you what it looks like as it lives inside of this tote. As I said, this piece would then sit right inside and close up. I just don't have it in right now because I don't really need it. So let's see. We'll move into the next piece. So this bottom half here, again, everything is structured so I can just take it out. I have one little box. I have another box. And then I have another little bin. That's what just came out. So that's all that sits in here. Okay, so let me put this guy back together. Locked into place. And then, as I said, there's a little box that comes out, and I will show you guys what's inside that when I do our top down section. Let me move this aside. Next, I have 2 more totes. Now this guy, I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna operate for when I travel. Right now, as it sits, I could just tuck it into a bag. I have so many 31 bags, it could fill this entire room. So I am confident I have a bag that this would tuck right into and be perfectly contained. So we'll probably come up with that solution. But right now, all that lives in here are my alphas, numbers, and enamel dots, and words, stickers, things like that. So again, I'll go through that in a moment. And then finally, I have one of these carry totes. This is also from Michael's. I believe the brand is Recollections. And this thing is great. It's got the carry tote. If you've watched my video about when I craft and travel, you would have seen one of these totes. I did a video talking about my travel tote that I take with me sometimes if I'm going away for a weekend and I don't really want to have a project in particular. I just want to be able to craft if I have time. Much like if you throw a few paperbacks in your bag and you don't know what you're going to want to read. That's kind of what this guy is for me. I did a walkthrough and I will make sure to link that. That guy lives right there. I absolutely love these totes. I have several. Like, I'm looking around my office right now and I can see 3 more. So I am a fan. So this is a great tool, or tote rather, because it has this piece that pops right out. And then it's still got a lot of room. Right now, it's pretty empty. It's got my album, and it'll have a few other things that get tucked in when I travel. And that's pretty much it. I try to make sure that when I go to a retreat, that this is it. These 3 things, and maybe, like I said, one other big tote bag, and that should be all I really need to travel for a retreat when I'm just strictly working on this project on December Daily. So let me bring you over to my desk and we'll do some top down, and I'll start digging in and showing you what's in all of these totes. Okay, so I'm gonna dig in, and I might go a little fast, so if there's anything that you have questions about that I don't address, please feel free to drop a comment below. Okay, so here we go. This is what I have in my December Daily kit. Again, I have my Christmas stamps, and I'll add any other stamps that I think will go well with documenting December. I throw in a couple of blank TNs just in case I want to do something a little different. And then I have gathered Christmas cards and other ephemera that I want to make sure to include in my album. I have some threads, fibers, ribbons, pom-poms. I also have a tray that I have some random buttons. I keep vellum little bags, little manila envelopes, this random wood block, some tassels, and I also have some of these wood chip veneer pieces. They're random. I don't know that I'll ever use them. I'll probably get rid of them soon.
Some acetate pieces, again, probably came in a kit or something. These are some extra bits of ribbon that I might include. And then I have some tags, and these are gift card holders I got from Target Dollar Spot. Those can make for an fun interactive element. And then again, like I said, some pre-designed tags. Next is this little slide out tote that I showed you guys, little box. In here I have embroidery thread, some additional twine, some large sequins. I'll show you my other sequins in a bit here. These are just some larger ones that I had gotten in a pack, so I keep those in here. Brads, I very rarely use them, but I like to have them on hand. And then some threads, some other random bits and bobs that just kind of don't have a good home, some gems and sequins, some more wood veneer and larger pieces of wood veneer. And then I have some of these chipboard glitter stars that I just have collected. I think most of those came from Hobby Lobby. Next is the bottom portion. Again, I have these clear boxes. They're from Target. I love them. You can get them in the bathroom section. And then I have a huge selection of die cuts. I have some packages and then some 12 by 12 paper that I've cut apart. I like to keep the packages if I can, just so I can kind of at a glance know what I might have. But then I also have this large envelope that I have digitally or I've purchased digital collections from AC Digitals, and then I cut them with my Silhouette, or sometimes maybe fussy cut. Let's be honest, most of the time I'm using my Silhouette. So I will keep all of my die cuts together there. Next is this larger box that has my paper. I make sure that my paper is pre-cut to 3x4, 4x6, and what I'll do is I'll take 12 by 12 paper and I will sit down one day and I will just cut all my paper down so that it's ready to go. I might also have some paper packs in here and then some digital journal cards that I have printed off or created myself. I also keep a little pouch of my scraps that I think are usable, and then I might have a pouch that has any sort of collection I want to keep together, and some 6x6 paper pads. I don't generally buy 6x6 paper pads, but these I got on sale. They were really cute. And then again, I cut my 12 by 12 paper down to fit, so that's 6x8. Then I have some other papers in here, some acetate pages that I've purchased, and then any other large tags or paper that might fit. So this is kind of like my paper box. So all my paper I try to keep contained into one box, and again I like to pre-cut it so it's ready to go when I'm ready to work. This bottom bin holds my washi tape, my tool, and then any other extra pieces that kind of fit into that category. I have swapped out some washi tape with a friend, and so we just put it on some wax paper. A playing card, wrapping around a playing card or any card would also work, and that's a great thing to do if you have an excessive amount of washi tape. You can trade it out with some pals. Next is this smaller travel tote in top. This top tray here is where I keep all of my embossing powder, sequins, things like that. So I'll run through real quick. So I have a large collection of my Christmas sequins, and then I have several embossing powders. I like to make sure that I also keep clear, and I also threw in some acrylic paints this year. I don't know that I'll use those, but I thought they were fun. I have Versamark pad, and then this little pouch is to help remove any static so that I'm not getting embossing powder everywhere, and of course my heat tool. Next, I'll show you what I would put in the bottom of that tote. And again, this is because I travel to a retreat. So I will put my mini die cutting machine along with my dies. And then I also have this large die. I know that the place I go to has a Big Shot, so I'll throw that in. My Fiskars Easy Press stamp platform. And then this pencil pouch I keep for travel that has my scissors, my little fussy cut scissors. I will definitely make sure to bring a paper punch, a hole punch, so I can work outside of page protectors. I have my Xyron. I also have in that pencil pouch a few of my favorite glaze and souffle pens. Okay, moving on. So now I'm into that smaller Sterilite tote that I said I would probably put into a bag for travel. This is where I keep all of my alpha stickers, any sort of chipboard stickers, anything like that. So again, I've got all my alpha. I have enamel dots, enamel hearts. I have all of the chipboard stars. I've pulled out some of these larger pieces from my Citrus Twist kits because they're gold. I think they'll work well. Stickers, all of my stickers sit in here. So any sticker packs I have purchased or random bits of stickers, chipboard, ephemera, just really anything that kind of fits into this category. I always make sure I have some labels in my kit. I also have a lot of stickers that I have found at like Target Dollar Spot. I know I talk about that a lot, but it's a great spot for Christmas stuff. Some word stickers, pretty much anything that would be considered a sticker or alphabet. Then what I would do is, when I'm working on this project, is I put all of these stickers and letters and I kind of categorize them so that it's easier to flip through. So I would have, the smaller to larger and alpha stickers all together, the stickers together, enamel dots, etc. You get the point. And then I put that little die cut box that I have right inside, and that way it can sit on my desk and it is ready to go for when it's time to work. So I'm kind of setting up my space a little bit so you see how it would look when I'm working. Next is my tool tote. These are the things I would throw in. So felt, scissors, tea, square ruler, tiny attacher, adhesive, ink blocks. I have my sand eraser so I can prep stamps. I would also add in all my ink pads from my collection. I would go through my swatches to make sure I'm adding in all the colors I want to have. I have my glaze pens, my souffle pens, my normal writing pen, some glue pens, and then a bottle of glue. So this is all the stuff that I would then bring. I'd also go in and grab any of my other glaze or souffle pens based on my swatches. So these are the tools that I would add in for traveling. I have been using a piece of felt a lot more lately, and that's been helping with stamp impressions. So that is a great tip. If you're having issues with stamping, throw something underneath it like a piece of craft foam or felt, and it will help you get a better stamp impression. So these are meal prep containers. I got them at Target. I will try to link those below. I pretty much bought them because of the color. But I will keep these on my desk now. I've been using these for a while. When I've cut up a whole entire collection or I have a lot of things that fit together, I will keep them in these little trays, and that way I can just grab them and keep everything organized. They also have smaller ones. So again, I will use these to keep die cuts together. And it's great because the lid kind of operates as a little tray to work with. Next, I have this little platform that I purchased at Target in the kitchen section. I will just put this on my desk when I'm at a retreat or working on a project with a lot of stuff on my desk, just to give myself a little bit more space. Few last things is a date stamp, some of these Avery tabs, and I have the Alley Adbirds brand and I have the Avery brand, my embossing tray, and my paper cutter. So now I'm just going to go ahead and throw everything back in. Like I said, if you have any questions about any of the stuff that you saw in this video, please drop me a comment below and I'll be happy to answer it. I didn't feel that I needed to go through every single product bit by bit. Most of the stuff in here, it's pretty much what you would think of for scrapbooking any sort of project. So I hope that you found some value in this video and that it's given you some ideas on how you can pack up your products if you're traveling or if you just want to keep it contained while you're working on December Daily, and maybe gave you some new ideas on what to include in your kit. Thanks again, friends, for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. And then finally, don't forget to hit that little bell so that you are getting notifications when new videos are posted. Thanks, friends, and I'll see you next time.